Hey y'all, it's Jeannie. I'm back to do a page in this lovely new journal from Cheaply Chic. If you do not have this journal, just grab one out and you're probably saying mail mine to me, and I will. Just grab you a book and work in it. I had pulled these out and I debated about whether or not showing them. I've heard like Allie Brown talk before about people pausing and reading her business, but I don't think people's that interested in mine personally. But I'm not gonna do a slow. I'm just gonna do a quick flip. But this shows you that you can just write. Like I bought this before I ever got into really knew what junk journaling was, or had the supplies, or had a junk journal, and I maybe I was just watching a little bit about it, because here's some fabric tabs you can see I glued down or stapled down. But I had picked this up on the way back from Florida about 3 or 4 years ago, and it was just a hardback pre-made book that wraps around. And so I glued some trim on and this flower. Oh, rooted in hope. Hope anchors the soul. You can tell I like that word. Anyways, I put a charm that I had made on there and tied this twine on there. And I mean, like August of 2017, like I would just write Bible verses and song lyrics and just write. Get acrylic paints out and just the cheap kind. I mean, I didn't have obviously and I've been scrapbooking for 20 years, but I didn't have, I guess, the things that I was wanting to use to journal. Like this was Dollar Tree washi my sister, I remember, had given me, and so I would just play. Just paint, write, stamp, and then colored over it. Here's some magazine art that I would just write little things about myself that I love. More painting and just little cards, like journaling cards, I guess. This was a piece of a flashcard. And then, like, see, there's a sticker. This was all the words for God. And then I would like flip up and write in these little things like this. I just wrote how I love that stamp that my mom had. And then I wrote right there, hide your words in my heart that I might not sin against you. I didn't even put what Bible verse it was. That's just what was on my mind. And I glued these pages together, I think, too, to make them thicker when I would put gesso. This one had gesso over it. I just glued that magazine paper of those Crocs because I liked them. That was September of 2017. And I was playing with the little bitty Tim Holtz ink pads here, making them look like a, wood in the background. There's some more magazine art and just painting. It's just, that was us at Christmas and like 3 years ago. And that was a piece of an old earring that I liked. So the point is, I had a pen and some paper, and I just wrote. I liked the way my daughter fixed her hair that day, and I wrote out a prayer and things about her. See, I just put a bunch of gold and orange paint here, just playing with colors. And I remember I found this. This was in my scrapbooking stuff from years ago, and I loved it. It says, if you begin the day with love in your heart, peace in your nerves, and truth in your mind, you not only benefit by their presence, but also bring them to others, to your family and friends, and to all those whose destiny draws across your path that day. Author unknown. I liked that, so I just put that down. And then it says, where there's hope, there's faith. Where there's faith, there are miracles. In fact, I might pull that out and use that, in this Rooted in Hope thing. Again, playing with paint. I was doing this with my fingers. And you can't even see what I wrote here, but I got the words out. And then that was the last of it. I mean, that was just one of my Young Living labels of my favorite scent of Stress Away, I think it was. So, and then I never finished the book, but... So then I started thinking recently about needing to do that again on days that I didn't feel like coming in a room and crafting. And so each morning I've been trying to get up and just write before I start the day. Now sometimes I'll pre-do these pages, like I just stuck this fabric down and a little bit of washi, some of this vintage ledger, and then I just wrote. Just more collage, just papers and writing. More just washi, stickers, and writing. And then I saw on My Life Mitts her talking about just stenciling when you're bored in your blank pages. And so that's what I did. So I just stenciled, and so I just wrote over it later. Just washi stickers. Get you just one sticker book, like these kind, for, don't pay $20 at Hobby Lobby or whatever, pay like $6.99 at Tuesday morning, and just use it. I mean, that's what these pieces are from. And again, I had pre-stenciled that, and then I just stuck butterflies down, put that photo in the journal. So I know we want all the fancy things, and I used to hear creators say that, and then I was like, yeah, well, that's easy to say because you have them, but really, I mean, you really, really can just get your creative juices going without having all the things sometimes, and those things will come. They will, I promise. So I thought that I would put this little stake on here, and then I wanted to write something with this. I can't find my Uniball white pen that we got, but I have a big white chalk marker over here. Oh, I know. I thought I would put a label on here. And then write later. So let's see. Yeah. So I'll go back and figure out what Bible verse I want to put, but I thought this little stake glued down right there would be so cute. If I can get my glue. And I forgot to print out any little photos before I started or anything, so I'm just gonna play for a minute and then I don't even have my scissors in my normal scissors in here. I have stuff from here to the living room to my bedroom that I'm trying to work all the places. So I think that's cute. Trying not to think so hard about things. Which I know we say that and then we do, but... And I wanted to do a couple of these flowers on my strings in the middle. And I wanted them orange or hot pink. But that said, I don't see my hot pink laying here. Y'all know I like orange, pink, and yellow together anyway, so. I don't even know if I have a paper towel over here. I'm going to use my tissue paper. Oh, I've got to take that washi off and save it. If y'all didn't see my husband unboxing this, that was funny. He obviously didn't know to take my washi off. I only have the pink and the orange of these, but one day I'm going to have more colors if they don't discontinue before I get them. I know you can make them, but... Now, I do have different sprays that I've made, or my sister-in-law's made, but I do like the Distress Outside ones. I guess I should spray the back too, huh? But I'm going to glue them back to back, so... And y'all know, I know my nails look bad, but I don't have time for that right now. Okay. I used to be one of those women that just, I would try to make time to make sure my hair's decent and I'm presentable during the day. Not makeup or anything like that, but for my husband, those kind of things. But lately, it's bad. Like I'm doing good to get things done, to get a shower and throw something on. I gotta get better. Well, my glue's giving me a hard time. I am having my computer worked on right now, so hopefully soon I will be able to edit a little better and cut out some clips and all those things and gain some knowledge on that end of things, and y'all won't have to sit here and watch me do things like this. I'm just going to use this Tombow Mono Aqua Liquid glue because I bet it will hold these. Or not. And I need me a little pin here to poke my glue. My daughter was going to sew her swimsuit earlier, a piece on it, and I told her it'd be better to hand stitch it, and a few minutes later she comes in here and she's like, I can't find the needle I had. So yeah, I don't know, there's a lost long needle somewhere. Somebody's gonna find it. Let's pray they just see it and not step on it. my husband the other day. He come home and I've been working on the couch some, and he said, "Look what I set on." It was a pen, like a sewing needle. Okay, so that's not gonna work. Maybe I was supposed to put the little hearts on. I really wanted that glue to come out. And those kind of need to be shortened, but for now, because I know they're going to end up falling off. I'm rough on my journals. I carry them from place to place to place. I'll carry them with me if I'm going somewhere and think I might end up sitting outside or something somewhere. So I'm going to tie those in. Well, okay. See, so that's cute there. So we have that out of the way. I pulled a couple of a few washies to go with this, and I didn't realize they would fit in these little cases, but I mean I had to arrange them, but I think this was from a Maggie Holmes flower market set last year. So there's like the flower truck and some clouds. I thought that bright pink would be really pretty, and for some reason I like this corally red color. I think that would be pretty. Mason jars, some flowers. So I just put all my washies that I thought I might want to use in here, and then mine that I use all the time, right? Honestly, I just wanted to use this washi bowl that I got at the yard sale last week to look cute, so I threw that. No, but the colored inks that I'm gonna use, I think, throughout this time is you can get them in the Tim Holtz Distress by Ranger or in the archival inks, but it's Picked Raspberry and Garden Patina. I think that's the two I'm gonna use. I may pull in another one, but for now, that'll be my ink colors. If you have inks and want to craft along. I was trying to think what. I can't even find what to do with my hole puncher. Let's see. I need to pre-plan these things instead of trying to be so spontaneous all the time, but where would the fun in that be? So I'm loving this wallpaper. And I really think it would be fun well, let's see. Do we want it to, let's see. I guess I'll cut it this way. I need my good scissors for this because I thought about just fussy cutting out that flower for a side pocket, but you know what? It'd be just a cute little pocket. Ooh. That would fit across that way. So that would be really cool. To stitch down that with the sewing machine and then put it on here and make it look like it's stitched. So I will come back and do that because I think that's what I'm gonna do there. And then, let's see. I'm not sure yet if I'm gonna memory keep in this or if I'm gonna use it for actual devotional type. It'll probably be a mix of both, like usually. Like usual. Let's see. My mind is just not thinking today. I'm just using this as a background page, really. So I'm gonna get the pink ink out. I need to get some orange out too, because that'll be pretty. I think I want to get some children's book pages and use them in here also. I was watching Jessica on I'm a Cool Mom last night. Just show different ways to use children's book pages, and it's things that a lot of us know but we forget. And if you don't know, I mean, it's very good, because some of them I was like, thank you, because I always get stumped with what to do with, you know, that, or so what I'm gonna do with this is, I thought use this side, but, well, that tells how to do that. My mama would be proud. I thought about getting a sheet of my, I mean, look how cool this paper is. I've been dying. I didn't mean it for it to do that way, but it did. So I thought if I backed this with this paper, it smells so good. Oh, and it cuts so good. It's so crunchy and crispy. Now I thought about stitching this down, or glue. We'll just glue it down. Let's try this Dollar Tree glue. on, Sally. Okay. The last book flip through that I had posted that I'd finished the other day, I had used pink thread on, and that would be cute in here. It was a garden top journal, but I have to get, y'all don't laugh at it. I think I've told you before, I have to get my husband to change my bobbin out for me because I haven't quite gotten that down yet. But I'm learning the things. So let's see, I like this bright red with the turquoise. But we all know last time I tried to washi on something how that worked out for me. So maybe we'll use a little bit wider. So what I'm gonna do with this page, I think, now that I'm kind of reading it as I'm sticking it down, is compare how this says cutting back perennials after they finish blooming keeps them full, bushy, and attractive. How you cut them back depends on the type of plant. I think I'll compare that analogy to, or I don't know how to say that correctly. Compare that to how, you know, God prunes us. And shapes us up sometimes. And I'll write about that. It's not always fun, is it? But it's necessary. I remember reading that book, I don't think I ever finished it, but The Vine, I think that's it. That was a good book. It was a little book, but it was a very deep book. So yeah, I think I'll journal about that on here. I have brought a sticker book in here that I had gotten. I just told y'all not to go to Hobby Lobby, but way back before the whatever. Anyways, it was half off, so it was $5, and it was floral themed. So I've kind of been saving it for this. So I'm gonna put this Grow Through the Thorns sticker here, just over that gray to add a pop of color, and then I'll journal about that. And here's some little corner pieces that look fun, or not. I love like clear acetate type stickers, but they're hard for me to peel up sometimes. That's not going to match my washi, is it? I'll make it match by bringing that color over there. Oh goodness. All I smell is coffee right now from this paper. I usually put some of my essential oils in my coffee dyeing, and it smells so good, but I didn't. Maybe I need to. So yeah, these are really pretty, and while they're not necessarily biblical, you could definitely use them geared toward that. So yeah, I'm loving those. Okay, I'll journal on that page later. And then I love this. Okay, I'm gonna stitch on that. I love seeing the stitching on that though, but I kind of want to decorate this up all fun. Use a flower stake. Oh, well, that's gonna blend. Well, we need to use all the colors, I guess, so I'll do the green. And maybe the blue ink. Again, that's Garden Patina. But there's Mermaid Lagoon. I mean, there's all different colors you could use that would be similar. So in your states, are y'all able to go back to church yet? I know that some of them have went back and then canceled. And then I know that a couple of you have told me California, y'all have not yet. I was just curious. We have been since Mother's Day, I think. But I haven't really been doing the nursery or things like that. It's weird that that's even a part of conversation, right? Let's see. Let's put some tissue paper behind this. I want to do some layers back here. Y'all know I like my layers. I don't have any of my fabric near me, I don't think. Ooh, here's this floral sheet of paper. That's pretty. We could layer up this, not the truck. Well, the black and white would be really pretty, but I'm not ruining that truck for that. I know what I can do. Let's see. Ooh, I have an idea. Okay, that way we'll save most of that. I don't know why I'm always scared to glue that down, because I know that that's not that sticky. Let's see, I like the white part sticking up, so did y'all just go no when I cut that truck up? even have my tiny attacher stapler in here. Because that's normally what I would do, would be to staple all this back here. So, let's see. Now I can do this on a 12 by 12 sheet of scrapbook paper, but it's confusing on this one. And you're probably thinking, why don't you just, like, what's the point of that? Oh goodness, Junie. So there's that. I really want to fussy cut one of those trucks out, but I'm not sure about that at the moment. I need my stapler. Every time I do the library pocket, I always wish I had have done something differently. I don't know why, but I always do. I'm like, why didn't I do this or that? And I may end up doing that this time. So that said, sometimes maybe it's best to just write and not create when you're not feeling creative, but sometimes if you start creating, you'll feel like creating. But like today, it's just not coming natural to me. I'll be honest. You remember that little rinky-dink glue adhesive eraser I bought? Well, I don't know where it is either. Oh, let's see if I want to fussy cut a truck or not. You are like, no, save that for when you can edit your videos. I lost my truck. Oh, there it is. I'm gonna have to just fussy cut one. I mean, not like for real fussy cut, but my form of fussy cutting. Some people are amazing at this. I'm just not one of those people. I probably could be, and I know you need smaller scissors. I'm just not patient enough, I don't think, to sit and do that. So we will ink him up too. Fun fact, my father-in-law has an old green truck. Well, some call him blue, some call him green, old green, but he's had him for years and years and years. I've taken all my my oldest daughter's senior portraits with it. My son, I've not done his senior portraits yet, but he was wanting his done with them, so I need to do his. I'm gonna put some flowers back here. And I need my foam dots because that would be cute to pop up. Let me see if I have some leftover adhesive laying around. To use as foam. Now, any other time I would, but not today. It got quiet around my house all of a sudden, like I think everybody left me. I used to like that, but now I'm like, come back. Where'd you go? I'm gonna put some of that. Oh, I knew I liked that washi with this. There was a reason. Because it did match. I knew it would match in my head. Sometimes you just gotta play with some washi. Oh, I'm fixing to put some wheels on this truck and some flowers, y'all. Don't worry. So those of you who have stuck around, this video got a little better, I guess. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe, just maybe, things do get better. I mean, you do get creative as you hang out and try. And I pulled out the little stake, didn't I? To stick down, and then I forgot all about him. I don't know why it's a he, but you know. So let's see. I need some real flowers on the back of this truck, and I need some little buttons for the wheels. So we are gonna put, because we already know this one's gonna be a fat journal, right, with flowers. I know those buttons are not the same, but it's a junk journal, and I don't know where any more buttons are right now. Glossy Accents is over here, but it usually takes a bit to get it flowing. But it'll hold down stuff like this for sure. I mean, it has mismatched tires, that's okay. And then let's see. A flower. Bright flowers. We could stamp flowers growing up, or we could, I really want some real flowers. Not real, well, I do have my little dried flowers over there, but I'm scared they would fall. I'm scared these are a little bit too big. Let's see. I only have 3 packs. Oh, look how pretty. 3 packs of Prima flowers, y'all, and it came in a collection. That's all I own. They're so pretty. Ooh, there's some pink tickets from probably last collection. And then here's these that I have a whole thing of flowers too. There's different colors, but where are they? I mean, how cute. That's too big. That doesn't even make sense. So we're just gonna ink this little booger up. Well, blue wouldn't make sense, would it? So I just took my ink pad and went over the pink. Took the pink ink and went over this one. Look, if I was really good, I need to break out my watercolor brushes and draw some flowers is what I need to do. But, you know, I probably should do that, but I'm not. I mean, it's kind of like, you know how in the fall time you find the giant, the picture with the truck with the pumpkins on the back. I mean, the pumpkins are freaking huge. Like, they're huge, and you're like, I mean, how big was this? Were these pumpkins to fit in this little bitty truck? Well, that's the same thing here. I mean, you know, so that's okay. And then kind of like, I'll spray some more of these orange. And then the same thing with the Christmas tree. The Christmas tree in the back of the truck is huge. It's not some little bitty. So that's what we're pretending here. And honestly, I'm not really loving it, so I may like end up changing it to a bouquet, but right now that's all right. So I sprayed more orange spray on these. Dollar Tree adhesive in for the win, because yeah, it really does work like Fabri-Tac. It's just a little more thin. It's kind of like when you water it down with acetone, this, like I need to do. And so far it's held very well for me, this bottle. And I do believe I have another bottle that's in my giveaway drawing that I've got to do. I'm sorry, y'all. I need some grace right now. Oh. So I don't know, do I like that? Let's see. I really want to write with like my watercolor brushes and write like hope or something, but I don't have my watercolors in here either. Imagine that. Maybe if we put some tickets coming out from the back. I was gonna do this, but that's just too much. We'll do these white ones. again, I need my tiny attacher. I was gonna see if I had the words always hope. There's always. Are y'all seeing it? And you're like, it's right there, it's right there. I can just write hope, but I'm gonna stamp always. And glue these down. I mean, my preacher for years and years, he passed away last year. He always said, if you lose hope, you have nothing left. Like, you always have to have hope. So I agree with that strongly. I won't get into my testimony or my life right now, but I know that without hope, sometimes, you know, my husband and I wouldn't have made it, or I wouldn't have made it. And I've told y'all you need to use your little beady, you know, stamp pads if you're using little beady stamps, but since I don't know where mine is. I've got it together, don't I? I love how this smells, and most people say they hate the smell of it. This Versify, no, Stays On, but it smells so good to me. It smells like wild cherry blossom lotion, like, you know, your grandmother used or something. So always, and then I mean, I'm trying to do the same font as that, but that's not the right E. Oh well, it's fine. Always hope. And then, of course, I'll put some washi tape or something to decorate my card later, but I will go ahead and just put my name. And then design team project, our design team for June. And then over here on due date, oh, I should have put mine under borrows. Well, I guess I'm the author too. The due date, I guess, is when I started, so I'll put June the 3rd. Okay. And then I'll decorate the card a little more later, but for now, I like that. I think that's cute. And then I'm gonna stitch around this with the machine and then let this be a pocket right here and glue it on. And then we did we do something else, or was it my imagination? Oh, it was this kind of boring page, but it showed you can just use stickers, washi, and a book page. So I glued on my coffee dye paper. I'm gonna write on the back, and then washied it down to make a tip out or tip in, whatever you want to call it, and put grow through the thorns, and it's talking about cutting back perennials. So I'm gonna end this here, and y'all are probably like, thank goodness. So sometimes you just gotta start creating and things will happen, and then sometimes, you know, it just lulls along. But thank you for watching. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out, and I will talk to y'all later. Have a great weekend. Bye.